Another, and man, I could go for some Taco Bell.
To the history of this team, historically, multiple iterations of the Mavs.
Yeah, if we keep them out that far, I think we.
Clippers are 16 and 12, 5 in the West. Quarter three, Mavericks.
Those opportunities, wide open look.
The team's going to get shut out.
Yeah,
I don't think
like irrationally worried about that. I don't.
Kyrie turns down an outside jumper. And it's Derek Lively.
Good start tonight.
Time, which a lot of people have. Transition three. For the last 4 games, he had 22 the other night, losing by 23.
He's over big dudes, much less.
53% on free throws. Rebound and head the other way. Derek Jones Jr. It makes his second start tonight. 3 seconds. He's got plenty of time to do that. Kyrie pass through traffic. Jones is shooting hard to the basket. It's tripped away from. Here's Harden. For Kyrie, gonna attack this time. Kleba in the game. PJ Washington. Zubac got the shot or somewhere to go. Who deflected pass, picked up Lively outside. Zubac gives it up. Amir Coffey's gone in the game at the time. Low block, contested jumper. A contested long jumper with the possession. Coffey on the close.
With Lively.
Mavs on the mic. He is on the attack, spinning, and really excited when it worked out that Najee made. It might be 50.
Because he's shooting it at a high volume too.
Harden, a mini step back. There's more defense. Block shot, Zubac.
Terrific. I don't think he saw Zubac.
Down the lane against Grimes. So, less than 10 points. They had a 23 against 2 defenders. And we'll have to wait a spell for PJ to return to live action after that. And trying to take away the left from side. And he finishes.
You know, when he does lock in and play D, I mean,
Kevin Porter led yet, but they just tied it up for a third time.
level. Too.
Yeah. You know,
And we saw that with Boston we have right now on a consistent level.
Harden, a 3-pointer to Mo Bamba. Probe here, Marshall. Inside, double pumps. Dallas in an advantageous position. Production night the other night, but they are to score in the paint at the end of the. Operates off a screen by Lively into the paint. They gave up 15 against the.
those dudes, those Clay catches and that thing build throughout the game.
He turned one down, went to one of the best. Dinwiddie no good, but that is going to put it down this time to Lively.
The better the result.
Lively screens, Clay. Draymond would be, and
I think the way you said it too, chemistry, but also depend. Clay is Batum. Oh man, he got.
Have fun out there.
Batum in the second game of the season.
Hurt when I wake up.
And made all of those free throws a moment ago. Trimming. Shot clock winding down. Rescreen.
Take punishment in your face, and you get called for the foul.
His first free throw that made him 40. Seen both teams. Steal, Dinwiddie, deflection out of. Well, they have cleaned it up so far tonight, other than murmurs from the crowd about how he went down. Yeah, you get crossed. Oh, nice. Dinwiddie, yeah, nice cut. Kyrie, no. He swings it to Powell. One defense. Gonna tackle into Kyrie, baseline J to the vacated area. Fumbled the catch.
That is Clippers team.
So far, Gafford.
Yeah, that's a great.
Job of tagging the roller and done. Over to Grimes, and it's Mavericks, and it's a let off for Dallas.
But I think the Mavs are definitely paying a lot.
As a matter of fact, when he scored that on Thursday,
Mic'd up.
first double digit, and Harden with the. For James Harden's 200th free throw at Shea, Harden, Book
has it down to a science.
I think the thing I love about winning,
but the PJ does
these games, not like they were just.
pick out for Derek Jones Jr. Way short on a. Close it by Gafford screening. Lively finds Cleveland. They're probably. I'm aware of a lot.
Okay.
Powell driving off of Chris Dunn.
Got away with one there.
I thought launches the ball. Washington trying to catch for 22 a game this year. He had in the games ahead.
Insane.
I wonder how many lefties are.
History of the NBA and points scored.
Baskets.
A lot of those. Akeem Olajuwon, Oscar Robert Dinwiddie. Good decision to kick it out.
Yeah.
So far tonight, first time on the line.
Offense when the claw comes.
Kyrie, corner 3. Oh, was 1 of 10 before that. Lost ball down to Thompson.
Talk about our bigs need to have more.
And now an attack and a finishing team. They got the best defensive rebound percent game this year. Under the quarter to beat the buzzer. Had a nice burst at the end of the half. Chance to score first to set a tone for the Dinwiddie to lead the Mavs. And into it. Dallas off a turnover to start the quarter. Here's Powell. A little
guys wave a little bit.
Underneath, Dinwiddie able to find a starting role, 10 points and 5.
Get it.
Here's Clay making a play later this year. They'll play 2 consecutive nights. Hamilton went for the steal there.
45% from 3 in the corner.
A moment ago. And Kyrie got it. The Avalanche can start.
3 wide open for 3.
Now to create late in the clock, Norman Powell. Chris Dunn once tonight. Shooting night tonight, by the way. So far, 4. Little double clutch, missed the shot. Offense, Dinwiddie.
Yeah, he was trying to drop.
Zubats with another offensive rebound. Advantage 1. The table, the drive, and 2 strong. Powell inside.
Happened, yeah.
Runner by Najee Bo, and it's all been by Zubats. Now Norman, a player who's increased his score.
Better than that?
Johnny Green to a not very good Cincinnati Royals.
Numbers up if you're a veteran.
He's 4th on the list. He had an 8-point score, 27-35 one year. At the second half of the quarter, 10 tonight for Marshall. He's averaging 12 clock 3. Free throw line. James Harden. Powell. Grimes. Now maybe an outside shot for Dunn, and he hit wide open threes here in the third quarter. A moment ago, gonna attack. Gafford for the 3-point play. Always love scream dunkers. Yeah, it's a lot.
He dunked.
Stretch out and grab it. And then next timeout that occurs in the game. And a good contest by Gafford, but on tonight. Porter. A break drums. Checks. For the back down, he got bracketed by a double. Grimes. He drives. Referring to quality or special kill. And here's Najee Marshall with the steal. Well, you give him something to get excited about. Dinwiddie. Harden for 3 with 1 minute.
A low-scoring game, it makes you nervous.
Pass going backdoor was Marshall. And the floater shot clock, it'll leave them with a chance. Rope job. Oh, and it's too late. Now here's Porter all the way through 3 quarters against the shorthand for the Mavs over the Clippers. And Lively taken in the game. Defensive rating team to 11th in defensive rating. 1 of 2 there by Powell. Easy drive, pull up. Porter rattles in. 12 of the first 13. Spread the wealth. I believe 4 of his last floater way off. Mo Bamba, the
A lot of guys have it as well.
game out of Grimes tonight, by the way, 4 career high. How about Grimes again? Powell around the defense, some 8 points. Grimes is back.
Cardinals sin right there, strong side.
Play 4 other times this year, and quite a minute. Covered, Porter drives. Another Norman Powell. Good dish. The defense built the lead back up to 15.
Can't take the foot off the gas at this point in the game.
And nicely done. Good balance by Grimes. A little Grimes. And finding a man who's hit. Porter trying to draw. Why not? Let him cook. Into the floor. To Kyrie. Gafford, what a big game out of his court. Powell sidesteps to close out. For this time, Kyrie the shot and follows up. A drive here by Norman Powell.
Moment.
Man, the wave is breaking out.
I have not seen the wave. The wave is still going. Both teams have had players to set. So now the Clippers have fought to gain a lot of separation. It's an off. Powell makes some important threes. Well, he's got Lively coming. He slings it out to Clay. Dunn drops it off. Zubac. Mavs looking tight, and they're in front. Late. And
It's the hand, yeah, that right arm in there.
sitting on 12, now 13 in November. Powell build on the 10-point lead, and the shot. Here's Kyrie. He's back. Chase down loose balls or force away from it for a corner step back. Tosa East High School.
Yes.
It's a high school. Wauwatosa East. Man. You know, I know Wisconsin, Devin.
That streak alive.
Yeah, man.
12 straight. Here we go into the last minute and a half. Hard-fought victory. Another end of the catch and shoot on tonight. 4 of 6 on 3.
But then we controlled the
6-man. Dinwiddie at the end of the possession.
Luka or Kai.
Really tough without Luka and Kai, but in the first quarter for a span of 14 over the finish line.
With a lot more.
Mavs had a nice burst at the end of the half. So the Clippers have a chance to score first to set a tone for the floor now, 15 points. 10 each for Thompson and Dinwiddie to lead the Mavs. Quarter and let the Clippers right back into it. Dallas off a turnover. The corner threes have been missed and one turnover to start the quarter. Here's Powell, a little
Timing on the clock, and he, kind of point up to the sky and wave a little bit.
area. Underneath, Dinwiddie able to find scoring and assists out of Dinwiddie tonight in a starting role. 10 points and 5.
You put it up anywhere by the rim, he's going to get it.
Here's Clay making the late. When the Mavs and Clippers play later this year, they'll play 2 consecutive. Shot for the first time in the game tonight. On Thursday, he gambled and went for the steal there.
Instead, you got a guy that shoots over 45% from 3 in the corner.
But he just grabbed his 7th board there a moment ago. And Kyrie got it. You see that ball go in the net, and the Avalanche can start.
He doesn't know what's behind him, but he sees Kyrie wide open for 3.
Train for a roll to the basket. Now to create late in the clock, Norman Powell.
Ooh.
He's already crossed Chris Dunn once tonight. Powell is not having a good shooting night tonight, by the way. So far, 4. Drive by Harden. Little double clutch, missed the shot. Off in tonight, 6 points. Missed by Dinwiddie.
Yeah, he was trying to draw.
3 Harden. Zubac with another offensive rebound. And tonight, it's advantage 1. Mavericks looking to turn the table. The drive and too strong. Powell. Powell inside.
7.
Trimmed it in half.
After the way the half ended, yeah.
Runner by Najee Barnes, who have scored 7 in a row, and it's all been by Zubac. Now Norman.
What you got?
You were asking about a player who's increased his score.
That blew me away. So there's somebody better than that?
Johnny Green, from a good Philadelphia team to a not very good Cincinnati Royals.
A player coach will always get your numbers up if you're a veteran.
Kobe did it. Let's see. He's 4th on the list. He had an 8-point score, 5 points a game. Went from 27 to 35 one year in the first half of the quarter. Let's see if the second half of the quarter can.
Great point.
10 tonight for Marshall. He's averaging 12 for the screen. Harden low clock 3. And Daniel Gafford to the free throw line. Board for the Clippers. Into the paint, James Harden. 2 defenders. Zubac was helping Norman Powell. Bron shot, so he drives it. Now maybe an outside shot for Dunn, and he hit. But he's made a couple of wide open threes here in the third quarter. Marshall made a 3 a moment ago. Gonna attack. Gafford for the 3-point play. Wee lad watching basketball. I've always loved scream dunkers. Yeah. It's a lot.
He screamed every time he dunked.
Length and strength to stretch out and grab it. And then the mic with Gafford after the next timeout that occurs in the game.
Yes.
Outside to Powell. And a good contest by Gafford, but only 11 straight games with just 5 for PJ tonight. Porter definitely does not need to go have the break drums checks. Zubac looking for the back down. He got bracketed by a double. Grimes. He drives. And vocality is a word, by the way. It's more referring to quality or special kid. It is.
A wonderful timbre.
Oh, and here's Najee Marshall with the steal.
The vocality.
Well, you give him some game in attendance this year.
All right.
Give him something to get excited about. Dinwiddie.
Sitting on that rim.
Harden for 3 with 1 minute. Yep.
And in a low-scoring game, it makes you nervous.
Steal on the pass. Going backdoor was Marshall. They doubled him. Now it's Marshall. And the floater. The expiration of the shot clock, it'll leave them with a chance. Baseline, another tightrope job. Oh, and it's too late. Now here's Porter all the way. Them this year, they gave up just 61 through 3 quarters against a shorthand quarter. It's an 8-point lead for the Mavs over the Clippers. And Lively, he's made all 4 free throws he's taken in the game. Here, as a top 10 defensive rating team, here's on Sunday, dropped the Mavs to 11th in defensive rating. 1 of 2 there by Powell. Easy. Big screen, Batum, drive, pull up, Porter rattles in. In double figures. They've won 12 of the first 13. To deal with the absence of Luka Doncic, that spread the wealth. He's now made, I believe, 4 of his last 7 cents. Floater way off. Mo Bamba, the
level. And I think that speaks to a lot of guys having as well. Going to take a plethora of guys.
super efficient game out of Grimes tonight. By the way, 4 assists. He has 5 tonight. 6 is his career high. How about Grimes again? Double-digit lead. Foul around the defense. The poor efficiency game still does have 18 points. Grimes is
feeling good. Can't leave the corner. Cardinals sin. Right there. Strong side.
Almost 15 points a game as a starter. A plateau he has achieved 4 other times this year. And
Fantastic.
that is quite a minute. Runs to an open spot. Grimes recovered. Porter drives. Another Norman Powell. Grimes. Good dish. The defense. Oh, Devin, now that Dallas has built the lead back up to 15. They got 8 minutes of work to do.
You can't take the foot off the gas at this point in the game.
About rebound by Kleba. And nicely done. Good balance by Grimes.
Grimes.
Fourth quarter for Quentin Grimes. Kyrie dribbles away from Powell and Dunn. And finding a man who's hit. Porter trying to draw. Here's Grimes. Why not? Let him cook. He's on the free throw line. Meanwhile, at the other end of the floor, here's a handoff to Kyrie. Gafford, what a big game out of him against the Clippers. Dunn cross court. Powell sidesteps to close out. Another screen and roll with Kyrie and Gafford. This time Kyrie the shot and follows home.
Incredible.
A drive here by Norman Powell.
Can kind of take away the moment.
Mavericks are very good. 16 of 19.
Man, the wave is breaking out.
I have not seen the wave. And the wave is still going. Coffee thing earlier, so both teams have had players to set. So now the Clippers have fought like this all night, never allowing Dallas to gain a lot of separation. It's an off. Seeing Chris Dunn and Norman Powell make some important threes. I did not know that. Yeah. Wow. Well, he's with an 8-0 Clippers run. Got lively coming stretch, it appears. Double on Kyrie. He slings it out to Clay.
Extremely well.
Dunn drops it off. Zubac, we go under 4. Mavs looking lost by 23. They got Kai back tonight, and they're in front late. Shots here in the 4th quarter. And
It's the hand, yeah, that right arm in there.
hasn't made a ton of shots, but he's sitting on 12, now 31% since the 22nd of November. Powell, quick trigger 3, and Dallas can build on the 10-point lead, and the shot for team foul of the quarter. Here's Kyrie. He's steal. Porter.
Got it back.
Where they had the ball, and it chased down loose balls or forced. Again, they double Kyrie. He dribbles away from it for a corner step back.
They go straight down.
Wauwatosa East High School.
Yes.
Devin, you know that Wauwatosa High School, Wauwatosa East.
Wisconsin knowledge.
I was. I know Wisconsin, Devin.
Keeping that streak alive.
Yeah, man.
12 straight. Well, here we go into the last minute and a half, and they appear poised for a hard-fought victory. Another end of the catch and shoot. Heard those shots in the right direction again tonight. 4 of 6 on 3, and claimed by Thompson.
The Clippers kind of got it to 6, but then recontrolled the
using that clock as the 6th man. Dinwiddie at the end of the possession.
Really comes into play, especially when Luka or Kai.
And obviously it's really tough without Luka and Kai, but 20-18 late in the 1st quarter for a span of 14. Mavericks will ultimately bring this over the finish line.
Especially coming out in that third quarter with a lot more